Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. All right, this is going to be a quick little lesson about seeking counsel and not relying on your own counsel. And just seeking help, whether it be in the brotherhoods or just praying to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, I'm going to start by reading Proverbs, the 3rd chapter. Alright, the point is, verse 5, but I like to read into it because, this whole chapter is, good, so I'm going to start at 1. It says, "My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments." Alright. And the Hebrew word for heart is la'ab, which can also mean mind, and I'll prove it to you real quick. Alright, la'ab, and it means inner man, mind, will, heart, understanding. So it's that inner drive, It's not, because whenever, the Western civilization and the romantic idea of listen to your heart, mean it, they usually try to say listen to your emotion, but it really is deeper than your emotions. It's your reasoning and your thinking through things, studying whatever you meditate on and constantly or reason with, all that needs to be on Yahweh Bashem Shai's commandments. So let thine mind keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. So, these law, statutes, and commandments and understanding of the prophecies, knowing that, this world is temporary and that Yahweh Shai is coming back to destroy the wicked and to reward the righteous and set up the elect over the kingdom to come. That gives you a peace of mind and, length of days, because keeping the commandments, they're just laws to, for our benefit, Verse 3, it says, let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck, write them upon the table of thine heart, or mind, all right? And bind meaning, to hold you down. Like, you got to be a servant to these, a slave, so to speak, to these, to the truth, all right? Because there's a saying that discipline brings freedom, all right? So whenever you're disciplined in the law, statutes, and commandments, that's when you start being free from death, free from, worries, stress, anguish, and sin. The more that you cleave unto Yahweh Bashem Shai, the more free you are from, death, worries, And then, it's also true, the more disciplined you are with your diet and exercise, the more freedom you have to be healthy, But, mainly the law, statutes, and commandments, be disciplined at that, and then you'll find freedom in, Yahweh Bashem Shai. It says, "So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of the Most High and man." Yeah, because having favor in Yahweh through His Son Yahweh Shai is way more important. But also, men will respect you. Your fellow, people that in the world, they'll start looking at you different and start respecting you for, standing, having a moral standard. Verse 5, it says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding." This is a point that I want to highlight. Is don't lean onto your own understanding. It's okay to humble yourself, man. The Lord loves to see humility. He hates that prideful stuff. But yeah, don't ever think that you have everything figured out, because that's when you stop learning. The moment when you think that you're right about everything, That's when you stop learning. Um, yeah, just be humble. Trust in Yahweh Shema Shai with all thine heart, or with your mind, with all your understanding, reasoning, you know, everything, your inner being. That's what you need to rely on Yahweh Shema Shai with, is your everything, really. And lean not unto your own understanding. Verse 6, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. So every decision that you make throughout the day, needs to, be with the acknowledgement of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai, and depart from evil. So yeah, be not wise in thine own eyes, because, people most people justify every decision that they make. Justify wicked. Yeah, this is Proverbs 17:15. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord. And that's what tends to happen with people that take counsel of themselves and lean onto their own understanding, is that they tend to justify their wickedness. They give I usually am a good person, but I only did this because of so and so. Like I only stole because I was stolen from. It's like, that doesn't justify shit, man. But that's just what tends to happen when people are try to be wise in their own eyes. Or let's get Romans 10. This is Romans 10:1. It says, Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. So yeah, everybody has that driving force to want to do good, or they have a zeal for a higher power. They might pray to a higher power, but it's not according to knowledge. They don't seek after the Most High's knowledge. They just want to come up with a theory of themselves. They want to create their own God, create their own righteousness. So verse 3, it explains it. For they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness. All right, so they're ignorant of the Most High's righteousness. They don't know these breakdowns. They don't know the law, statutes, and commandments. And that's why men of the Lord are out there, preaching it. So they won't be ignorant. But the ones that are ignorant, whether it be willingly ignorant or unwillingly ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, they going about to establish their own righteousness. So they create their own theories, they create their own breakdowns, their own God, their own philosophy, self-help, whatever. Have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. They didn't. They didn't. Going back to Proverbs 3. They didn't, where was it? Yeah, they didn't bind the truth about thy neck. They didn't put that truth. They didn't become a slave to the Most High's truth. They didn't want to submit themselves to the righteousness of the Most High. So, for Yahweh Shai is the end of the law, for righteousness to everyone that believeth. But that's pretty much the point. Is Israel has that zeal, but it's not according to the Most High's knowledge, and that's when people deceive themselves. They try to justify their wickedness and don't submit to the Most High's will. Where was I? Back in Proverbs 3. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones. And that word navel goes into, literally, it means like your belly button. or like your umbilical cord, but figuratively it means like your inner strength, kind of like your core, but like, obviously not the cardinal sense. It's health to that inner strength. Whenever you are not wise in your own eyes and depart from evil, and you fear Yahweh Shema Shai and cling to his ways, seek counsel after men that fear Yahweh Shema Shai, praying to the Most High for, understanding and reading the scriptures, seeing, seeking out, Yahweh Shema Shai's wisdom. Let's see, it also made me think of every man's way is right in his own eyes. This is Proverbs 21:2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shai, pondereth the hearts or mind. So, yeah, everybody up here, they're going to justify all their ways. They might think that they're right, up here, that they had every right to do a certain thing. But guess what? It's up to the Most High, Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shai and his judgments. That's how he, that's who judges whether you're right or not by your own mind. So that's why, hey man, when you fear Yahweh Shema Shai, you make your ways right, man, and you don't fear, what man thinks, But verse 3, it says, to do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai than sacrifice, and high look in a proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin. So, hey, there you go. Like I said earlier in the video, the Most High hates that proud shit. A proud mind. A person that thinks that they got it all figured out. Hey man, that, Yahweh Shai, when he, when you read the gospel, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Yahweh Shai always talked about, blessed is the meek, blessed is the humble, be born again, put off that old man. He's basically saying like, hey, look, don't think that you have it all figured out, because like I said earlier, the moment you start thinking that you know it all is the moment you stop learning. Because what does a person that thinks that they know it all, what can you teach them? But yeah, let's go to Sirach or Ecclesiasticus. I'll start up at 10. It says, consult not with one that suspecteth thee, alright, and hide thy counsel from such as envy thee. So this is going on, this is talking about who you should and shouldn't seek counsel from. And to sum it up, seek counsel of, righteous men, someone that, believes in keeping the commandments and, whose heart is in the truth, man. That fears Yahweh Shema Shai, isn't going to lead you astray, isn't going to lead you down a different way of life, so to speak. Because verse 11, it says, neither consult with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous. So you wouldn't, like if you're dealing with one woman and you go and ask another woman how you should deal with, all right, let's I'll give them numbers. Woman A, and woman 1 and woman 2. Woman 2 is jealous of woman 1. And you ask woman 2 how you should deal with woman 1, woman 2 is going to tell you to deal with her unrighteously, to cut her off. You should deal with me. So that's a no-no. You shouldn't be seeking another girl's counsel. You really shouldn't seek counsel from a woman anyways. But especially if she's jealous over another woman, she's going to tell you to, break up with that bitch, treat her like shit, yada, yada, yada. But continuing on, neither with a coward in matters of war. So you're not going to ask like a pushover, how to fight, nor with a merchant concerning its exchange, nor with a buyer of selling. So yeah, you're not gonna go up to a salesman that's selling, whatever, pins. What should I do with my money? They're gonna be like, buy a bunch of pins. Nor with an envious man of thankfulness, nor with an unmerciful man touching kindness, nor with the slothful for any work. Because you ask a slothful person, what should I do to, like what should I do to, for work? They're gonna say, man, don't do anything. Quit your job. They're gonna give you shitty advice. Nor with an hireling for a year of finishing work, nor with an idle servant of much business. Hearken not unto these in any matter of counsel. Yeah, so really you shouldn't look for any of them for counsel, for any advice, but be continually with a godly man. Iron sharpeneth iron, so does a friend sharpeneth the countenance of a friend's face. Roughly paraphrased, that's in Proverbs. It says, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. So if you slip up, he's gonna have mercy on you, because he knows the struggle. Hey man, the struggle is real out here. From time to time, brothers slip up. That's why we have each other, is to iron sharpeneth iron. Remind brothers, hey, seek counsel, like pray. Like these are, although they're simple and basic things, but hey man, we're men. It slips our mind sometimes. You know, be merciful to brothers. See, that's why it's always important to be around brothers. Call brothers up. Check in on brothers. It goes a long way, bro. Promise you. Yeah, but verse 13 it says, and let the counsel of thine own heart stand, for there is no man more faithful unto thee than it. For a man's mind is sometime want. This word want, it's it can be substituted with accustomed or used, given, inclined. According to the Google thesaurus, it says for a man's mind is sometime inclined to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above and in high tower. So sometimes your own mind just races with ideas. You need to it's too much going on at once. That's why whenever your mind starts racing and you're stressed out, that's perfect time to seek counsel or just pray, man. Verse 15, and above all this pray to the Most High, Yahweh, through his son Yahushai. Those names are vital, powerful names, and unimaginable power in those names. That he will direct thy way in truth. Let reason go before every enterprise, and enterprise just means business. So let reason go before every business. Whatever business you got going on. What's that? Let all things be done decently and in order. Plan stuff out, man. Write down whatever you need to be done, break it up in small tasks, and just chip away at it. It's a lot easier on the mind, especially if you got, 5 different things going on at once. Break it down, like, just knock out one at a time, Because whenever you start thinking, oh, what should I do first, or what's more important, I need to do this, but it's called decision fatigue. Your mind starts getting stressed out, and your brain fatigues, because you haven't made a decision. Because whenever you go into that word decision, it means to make a cut, to decide. It's a commitment. So, so whenever you're not making a decision, you're really fatiguing yourself. And so, that's why, sometimes you just got to plan it out, write it down, break it up, break down the goals or big events into small things and just start chipping away. Like, like if you break up a task like brushing your teeth into saying, all right, well, just brush one tooth, you're going to end up, getting momentum going and brushing all your teeth. And then you're going to start flossing, and then you're going to, well, I brush my teeth, might as well wash my face. I wash my face, let me clean my whole body. Same thing whenever you got a lot of stuff going on. But anyways, let reason go before every enterprise and counsel before every action. And, the main thing, and above all this, pray to the Most High, Yahweh, through His Son Yahushua. What's that, James, I think, 3? Might be 1. Yeah, James 1 and 5. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High. So if you lack in wisdom in any area, hey, pray to Yahweh Shema Shai, Yahweh Shema Shai, Yahweh Shai, give me wisdom, give me advice on, what should I do? I need help. Beg. That's what praying means, is beg. And if you're begging for it, you're going to be proactive about getting that wisdom too. That giveth to all, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. And it's really that simple. Hey. And then verse 6, it says, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. So you have to believe that Yahweh Shema Shai hears your prayers. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. That goes into your decision to fatigue, like I was talking about earlier. If you're constantly worn back and forth, in your mind, oh, well, he doesn't hear me, or, well, I should pray anyways, but maybe he won't hear me. You haven't made the decision to pray. Because if you do, hey, man, you're going to believe Yahweh Shema Shai hears you. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. Yeah, because it's impossible to please Yahweh Shema Shai without faith. 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Yeah, if you're going back and forth, if you haven't made up your mind that if Yahweh Shema Shai is a real power or not, the Most High isn't dealing with you. You're better off trusting in your own counsel. But yeah, this is a message to brothers out there, sisters, maybe sisters listen to me, but yeah, don't trust in your own counsel. That's that's what I'll end on. Jeremiah 17 and 9. And it reads, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? So, heart, meaning your mind, your inner being. This is why we need that new body, because, hey man, that's going to be beautiful in the kingdom. Whenever we have those new bodies, we won't have to suffer from decision fatigue. The Most High's will is just going to be programmed in our inner being, in our heart, in our mind. So we're just going to be acting and reacting in righteousness, man. But for now, hey man, we have to take counsel, man. We have to, go into the scriptures and see, hey, is this righteous? How should we do it? I also wanted to get what of them that take counsel. I think it's Isaiah 30. Yeah. Isaiah 30 and 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, or the two-third Israelites, the two-third spirit Israelites, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Shai, that take counsel, but not of me." So woe meaning destruction. So destruction to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh Bashem Shai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So if your mind is, justifying every way, taking a covering under any other philosophy or God, you're seeking out counsel, that, what do they call it? Echo chamber? Echo chambers? That's a big buzzword on social media, is being caught in an echo chamber. It's basically when, you have a certain following, or you might be in a certain social media group, and everybody tweets, I don't know, for example, Donald Trump sucks or whatever, and everybody that follows you is going to agree with you, because there's no dislike buttons on social media. Everybody's just going to agree and say, yeah, Donald Trump does suck. And then, same thing happens on the flip side. You say Donald Trump is the best. You don't get the other side of it, echo chamber or counsel that's, not of Yahweh Bashem Shai. Everybody has their own echo chamber, and it can be used in righteousness, and it can be used to your own destruction as well. It can be used for self-improvement, but it can also be used for your own demise. That's the scary thing, and that's why, you constantly have to go according to the scriptures, not of any other vain philosophy or opinion. These scriptures is what keeps you humble, keeps you, serving the right power on the right side. But all those other vain philosophies or echo chambers, they're just going to add sin unto sin. Scriptures also say, "Follow not a multitude to do evil, never nor get a multitude to wrest judgment." Because people think that just because the majority rules or the majority agrees on something, that's the right thing. That's far from the truth. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Once again, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Akakwadash. Again, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Shalom.